Welcome back. Welcome back, my dear students. This is a new video, and it's about the proportion now this time. It's not about Z test, but we use Z test actually. But it is not about the averages. We are talking now about proportions. So it's very clear that you can know it is very distinctive. So you will see in the example, if I'm talking about averages, then I will apply what we talked before in the last lectures. If we say proportion, like 30%, you find the word percent, you will find the signal of percent. If you find the signal of percent, then it matters. In this case, it's another issue. That's what we will see now. However, it's the same thing, but instead of the averages, we will use the proportions. That's it. And instead of using averages, we will use proportions. Let me show you what I'm talking about and how we will come to a solution for this example when we share the screen just now and see an example in front of us. Okay, so let's go. Here we have an example now about using proportions, and you can know the example from what there is no averages here. We are not talking about averages, or what we are talking about. We are talking about percentage. So we have 12%. So this is not an average. An average will say, as example, tall, height. It's a number, but this is a percentage. Before that, either we use Z-test or T-test. We were talking about numbers of averages, but here we are talking about a proportion or a percentage, which is different, totally different than that of the average. Okay, then how I will solve a problem like this? Same steps and same protocol, which use on all the hypothetical tests, we will do here as well. An indicator estimates that the dropout rate for senior at High School of Colorado, this place in the United States, is 12%. Wait a minute. This is in the population. This is the average or the percentage of the population. So let's see like this now. I will go to the screen, take every step, and I will stop share. Then I will go back to the monitor again. Okay, what is the example saying? An educator estimates that the average drop of the students in Colorado is 12%. Cool, perfect, fine. That's very, very fine. Okay. So what? So I will say that the P is the average of the population. P is the average. P is population average. It's not the sample, population average. That is in this example, it was 12%. That's cool, very nice. Okay, then he told me that, let us go back and share the screen. We'll take it line by line, no problem. We'll take it line by line. Okay. Then he said what? Then he said, here, what we wrote, 12%. Last year, in a random sample of 300 Colorado seniors, sample of 300, 27 withdraw from school. Wait a minute. So the sample is not 300. The sample also, as long as he gave me this as a percentage, then I have to switch this also to a percentage. By other meaning, since 27 students out of 300, they withdraw. So the percentage of the P hat, or we will call P hat, is the percentage in the sample. P hat like this. I'll make it like this. Let me stop sharing so the board will be okay dokie. We have also now P hat. That is the population here. We will use the word average or percentage. I will use the word percentage, so for that we'll use the word percentage. So it will be clear. P hat is the sample percentage, which is, we cannot say 300. No, they are 27 out of 300. So the percentage of the people who draw here is 27 out of percent. So it's like 9%. 9%, because 27 by 3 is 9, 300 by 3 will be 190%. 9%. Okay, okay. Then what else we have here? What else we have here? Let us go and complete this example. Share the screen back. Okay, this alpha is 5%. Alpha is a 5%. Okay, alpha is 5%. Okay, then we have alpha, or degree of freedom, is 5%. If there is enough evidence to reject the educator's claim, enough evidence means equal or non-equal. So it will be, it's like two tails test. So because we said here, he's suspecting. So if we said P depopulation percentage, okay, then we'll do like this. First, we will formulate our own hypothesis 0 will equals, let me stop sharing the screen and go back. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So H0, P will equal 12%. So he's not sure about this. He didn't say greater or less. So H alternate, or H1, that P will not equal 12%, because I'm not sure. I don't have enough evidence, so it doesn't means unequal, because it's not greater or less. He didn't say greater or less. He didn't say greater or less. He's sure or not sure. Okay. Okay. Now, come to the next point in our let us see. Okay, those are our tests. How I got it now, I'm going one step by step. And we have also alpha is 5%, so we won't forget this. Okay, we have two-tailed, because we are working on two-tailed now. So we'll go for the tool or test tool. The test tool is telling me, what about the P and what is Q? Q is 1 minus P. So if the P is 12% of the society, Q is 1 minus P. So we will apply the formula. It's Z2. The tools now will be Z will equals P hat minus P. P hat minus P divided by root square of PQ divided by the sample. Okay. So that means what? That means what? Let us go to the next step. Let me share the screen. We will have our own test, P hat minus P hat in the sample, the percentage of the sample, minus P divided by PQ on N. So let us go and substitute for this. Z will equals, I'm completing what I did here, I'm completing here. Z will equals P hat is 9%. 9% minus P and the sample is 12%. 12% divided by the root square of P. P is 12% minus, or P by Q. Q is 1 minus P. So 1 minus 12% will equals 88%. So this will be in 88% divided by the number of the sample here, which is 300, divided by the number of sample, which is 300. By the way, just for to make you know, that this I can make it like this: 0.09. 9% is 0.09. 9% is 0.09. Okay, then minus 0.12 divided by, it's like this, 0.12 times 0.88 divided by the sample is 300, and we'll check out, see what the result of this, how he calculated it. Then it's calculated like, let's see, that give me minus 1.6. It gave me at the end minus 1.6. I said, forget about the minus or the positive, because this is in the cases of two-tail test or one-tail test, we don't care about the minus. The minus tell us the direction of the graph, how it will be. Shall I examine the left part or the right tail or the left tail? This is only the signals, the minus, show the signal, the direction of the, if it is right tail test or left tail test. That's what she's doing, but else nothing, no effect for it. We compare, like I told you, compare numbers with numbers. Okay, the next step is we have now Z calculate, compare, like we had before. Am I sharing the screen or no? Perfect. Okay, now we will compare the next step. We finish it now like this. We will compare Z calculated with Z tabulated. TAB means tabulated. CAL means calculated. We will compare Z tabulated with Z calculated. Okay. Z calculated equals minus 1.6. Okay. Meanwhile, Z tabulated will equals. Now let us go and see. It's giving me a part of the table so that it will make it easy. And in the assignments, I might give you the tables already, the results of the tables, so it will be easier for you. However,